Hello, Fairway Media freaks. Welcome to the Great Northwest 2025 Point Series. This is the South Sound Classic presented by Dynamic Discs and Dips Discs. This is round 2 at Sheldon Springs Disc Golf Course. TDs Mark Hill and Jeff Snowden. At the MPO lead card here, we got John Babb, Jeremy Marsh, Matt Bloom-Edmonds, and Axel Olson. Great card here. Doing the commentary alongside me is Kirby Snyder. What's up, Kirby? Ready for some round 2?
That's right. Good to see you, Ollie. Yeah, definitely am. Great nature out here. Look at the little Bambi going on. South Sound Classic. Love this event. 3 courses over 3 days. Big shout out to Dips Discs for being out here vending each day.
We got hole 1, par 3, 270 feet. We're playing the whites here on Timberclaw. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this should be straight.
Yeah, elevated basket really makes the putt for hole 1 very tricky, very difficult. And it is a nice little gap that you have to commit to right off the tee.
Matt Bloom shooting neg 11, John Babb neg 10, Axel neg 9, and Jeremy Marsh neg 8 over at Delphi yesterday.
Yeah, we got to watch Matty on round 1, throwing a lot of clean lines through Delphi, so we're going to see what he has out here at Shelton.
John Babb up on the tee, going wider, higher, looking like it's tracking right towards the basket. It's a good tree, and we'll have a putt right on the other side of the basket.
Yeah, great shot from John. John moved away from Washington a little bit ago, but he still likes to pop back and forth here and there and play some of our bigger events. I'm pretty sure he moved to Kansas, I think.
Nice.
Axel Olson going a little long, Dynamic Discs and Emerald City Discs sponsored player. Oklahoma. That was way off.
We're not.
Jeremy Marsh looks like he's either going with a slammer. I think it's a slammer, but it might be one of his buzzes. He throws a lot of buzzes around the course, so pretty sure that was a slammer though.
Matt just out of position, laying up for his 3, and Axel a little long in the basket. It's a tree on the way in. Will be a short putt for his 3.
A little gap for Babb to hit fair, but no problem there. Good birdie.
Really good birdie. Tough putt. Good commitment. Start the day.
Yeah. Yeah, great hit. Marsh is such a good putter. We're going to expect to see him hitting putts like that all day long today. Good par save from Axel as well. Axel's one of the cleanest throwers in Washington State, so really excited to watch his full round today.
Yeah, we had a 33% birdie rate on the MPO field that day, for round 2 on that hole. Solid shooting.
Hole 2 here is actually a par 5. I want to say it's like 500 something feet. The idea is that you're going to... Oh, nope, I was wrong. Hole 2 here is a par 3, 285 feet. That is the next hole that I'm thinking about. It's going to be just kind of a sharp hyzer right out the gap here. See a lot of players kind of take this inside gap and then just kind of let the disc fade and push. Really dry grass. You can see everything's kind of dead out there, so the ground is very skippy and very fast.
Looks like it's just keeping the discs from crashing in too hard. So far, these guys are throwing them on extreme hyzers.
Yeah, it feels like there's always a right to left out here, where once the face gets exposed, it just gets shoved over there really fast. Great shot from Matty there. So smooth out of Axel. Great shot.
Great shot, able to get that swing, and is that much closer.
Just a little high left out of Marsh, but good run, good commit. I'm pretty sure Marsh is still putting with Eraser Blend Wizards.
Heck yeah, good putt.
Nice hit out of Babb.
Real nice. These spinny putts in the wind are just killing it right now. 2 through 2.
Nice little, yeah. Yeah, as I said in round 1, Matt's got a really simple putting stroke. I think it's really, really nice. Great drive out of Axel. Great birdie putt.
The crowd goes wild.
Little tap in for Marsh.
And the crowd goes wild. Hole 3. That long par 5. On the white tees here, you're throwing kind of more of a hyzer shot going out to this field. And you're going to be trying to set up a shot to go through the woods here, where an eagleable par 5 here, where if you can set up a shot to get it right around here and shoot through this tunnel, basket's right there. A lot of trees here, a lot of you'll see a lot of drivers to putters or drivers to mid-ranges, I feel like, on the second shot on the woods.
Yeah, for sure. The whole plan for getting off the tee here is just to not go too far. There's an OB line kind of like deep and long, so if you do flip something up and get it to ride out, you know, there is potential over there, but for this card, it's just going to be a stock overstable 12-speed, you know, hyzer shot right through this gap here.
Very nice. And
That kissed the tree?
Yeah, it was a little, I think, wider right than he meant for.
The thing is with this hole, as long as you're out in that field, the 3 is still in play, honestly. He still finished left, he's still in the field, he should be looking at that gap. What we see left here.
Yeah, there's lots of opportunities. It does take an absolute dime to get up there into the greens, but it's very, very doable. Matt, looking a little low.
That's gonna push up there, getting him a putt.
Yeah.
Axel pushing a lot further, closer to that OB line than I thought.
great shot.
Yeah, Axel's probably a solid 460 away from the basket. Marsh is probably 430, 420 or so maybe.
The right side, if you're able to hit that gap and go over those bushes, I think plays just right in circle there. That was amazing.
Yeah. Marsh should be C2, maybe C1. Really like this out of John. It's gonna get through that right side.
That looks perfect.
That's sick. That should be right there.
That might be part. Gonna be able to tap in a 4 here.
Take that easy birdie. Axel with an eagle putt.
Wow.
Cash. Awesome
Derek.
eagle.
Marsh was closer than I thought. That was awesome.
Wow. Hard.
And yeah,
That's huge.
yeah, that was sick. Great shot from John Babb. Great hole.
Big smile. Love to see it.
Yeah. 2, just, I mean, 1 stock hyzer and then 1 just absolute missile through all the trees there. Really, really well played. Really impressive. Hole 4 here, par 3, 295 feet. It's just a very, very straight shot. You're gonna see most players just kind of throwing through this field goal here, and then making their way down and just letting the disc kind of hyzer out to the left, right up in here.
I like the music. Go Banks.
Babb looks like he's going to, looks like a mid. Ooh, early tree hit.
that's the common miss where you're able to still be up there. Then that wasn't really a miss. He's going to be putting awesome from right there. But that left side is kind of the better spot, I feel like, to be in if you're going to be off the middle.
Yeah, let something hyzer out. Let something hyzer out too early rather than push too long or flip up and kind of go to the right. Totally agreed.
As we see all these guys that are getting the airspace, they're getting towards that and getting extremely great ground play. So great shots from those three there. And we see John Babb scrambling. See what he can do from where he's at. Yeah, it's really hard when you get knocked off the fairway, basically on any of these holes in Shelton that are in the woods, you know.
Yeah, you put yourself in some really tough spots. That was a great shot. You put yourself in some really tough positions if you hit an early tree and get a bad kick, but yeah, what a recovery from John. Yeah, uncharacteristic out of Axel.
You said you'll go last. All right.
Really nice birdie out of Matt. 12 feet for Marsh. Great drive, you know. I'm pretty sure he threw one of his buzzes to get up there. And,
Nice up and down.
yeah. A couple of tap-ins for the boys.
5, par 4, 535 feet. Definitely a tougher get on the course here. Asking a lot from a long turnover shot down this right side. There's OB left and just a bunch of small gaps to hit, but the gaps to get there are rewarding. Excited to see what these guys do to get up here. See a lot of forehands off the tee as well. See one here.
Yeah, a lot of players are just kind of trying to bend the corner, trying to avoid those early tree hits, and then give yourself some kind of straight shot up to the basket. A lot of players don't mind kind of going a little too left.
Just pushing too straight.
Yeah.
Seeing where I think Banks is just really straight, so anything turning him is too much. It needs to be going real. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that should be okay.
Yeah, really safe. You should have a couple of lanes to get up to it. I do know that some players like kind of hugging that OB side left because they like to throw the forehand over the path out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so dangerous because if you tail out or something like that, you could just go out of bounds and you're taking unnecessary strokes. You don't see a lot of forehands out of Matt, so let's see where this winds up.
Wow. I almost forgot.
Shooter.
I was like really.
Oh.
Yeah. Pack it up.
Special double up.
Pack it up.
That's
Pack
it.
it up.
Yeah. Is something crazy about to happen?
Oh.
Go.
Oh my God!
Dude, I had no idea that was gonna happen.
What's that product again?
What? Oh my
What sleeve
god.
is this? What sleeve is this?
Oh my god! I was like, please anti-skip, and it just.
The shooter sleeve
it?
works. That is, I'm kind of in awe.
Get yours today.
Give me the brand. What? That was insane. Get out of here with that.
Tim Tankley? On hey Curb.
What's up, dude?
Wow, that was insane.
I can't. Wow. Oh my goodness.
It took us back a whole round. That was so insane.
Yeah, that was. He knocked Banks back to round one. Wow, what an eagle though. You never see an eagle on this hole. That was incredible. I genuinely didn't know that was gonna happen. When I asked, like, is something crazy about to happen here? I had no prior knowledge of that. Actually, that
5
was
holes. You have 2 eagles. You got to be feeling like you're doing something really well.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. And a birdie, too. So he's... Does he have 2 birdies? So he's 6 down through 5 holes.
Yeah. That
Gross.
John Babb. Keep that sleeve on.
Gross. Yeah. Hole 6 here, par 3, 320 feet. There's a Mando right here on our left that's going to have you kind of punch through this tunnel here. The play is to throw like an overstable disc, kind of get it up into the this airspace, and either this lane that the drone's flying down or that right lane, just let it just kind of fall through there, hyzer, and skip towards the basket. John's got to be feeling himself now, right? Like, you got to be feeling good.
Yeah. The mental composure is going to have to be super, super huge. Axel getting through here, going to be on the long side, hitting that tree. Should be still looking at a putt over that bush. Very obstructed, but down the fairway. Securing at least a 3.
Maddie going with a little lower line. Early tree hit. This hole is really hard to kind of judge the depth, because you need to basically push that back edge and then hyzer and almost like horseshoe back a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I think we should just not say anything during this, and he could remove it.
Yeah. Remove this.
Or this is going to be in the whole time, and everyone's going to hear this background commentary. Hole 6, back to it. Axel with a long putt. It's tough getting a putt, committing to that height over that bush, you know, and getting the right depth on it.
Marsh from behind the basket. Amazing drive. Connects.
Yeah, great birdie. You'll see that this basket says 5 on it. That was actually just from the Cascade Challenge layout. This is like the regular hole 6 basket for the regular layout of the course. But when the Cascade Challenge was here, we didn't play hole 1. Hole 2 was hole 1.
Clean up the par.
See, it's getting pretty breezy. Getting towards hole 7. Hole 7 is really usually very, very windy, and you can start to feel that on this basket.
Hole 7, par 3, 345 feet. Like Kirby said, we're out in the open now. A lot of wind, like always on this hole. OB, just the road, I believe, for this. I'm not sure what it's playing on in this tournament, but yeah, so it should just be there. You can see a lot of swooping, just pure hyzers, straight shots, looking to control the distance in this wind. So we'll see the hyzer here from Marsh.
Yeah, I think a lot of players like throwing that wide hyzer and trying to let the disc kind of skip or kind of spike at the basket out there. There's so much wind out here, and there's usually a really steady right to left wind as well. Forehand's a really interesting play as well, because as soon as the disc starts to fade out, the wind's just going to shove it down when the plate gets exposed like that. So maybe a little easier to kind of judge like the depth of the drop, because it is just dropping straight down compared to riding the wind.
Yeah. We saw 2 forehands, a little more inside, a little more outside, both looking with good results. So
yeah, 2 forehands, 2 backhands. Imagine it's going to be pretty wide.
it's the back side of the basket.
Yeah, good shot.
You, Matthew.
Uncharacteristic miss for Marsh.
With another birdie.
Yeah, good cleanup for John. I'm pretty sure this is, he's putting with Challenger SS's, I believe. Really straight, really shallow discraft putter.
Interesting to see these guys putting with these little more understable putters or straight putters, you know, Notion on Matthew and John Babb with that.
Yeah. Hole 8, par 4, 555 feet. For the Cascade Challenge in that, there was a Mando and there was OB on the left, but none of that for this hole. Just no OBs, no Mandos, no hazards, just get it in here. Well-protected green. I think a lot of players are just going to be trying to get out into the mouth and then have something kind of ride up into the basket there. John going with a forehand. Continuing with the theme of these holes, there's going to be a lot of wind. There's going to be a lot of left to right out here. John throw, that's a really far forehand to get that far up into the tree line up there. That's
and it
huge.
looked like it could have gone even further without the tree hit, so that's so impressive.
The turnover gets really tricky out here with that left to right wind. Axel getting way up there though.
And out of the hazard, which is great.
No hazard on here.
Oh.
Not for this event. Maddie throwing just a low. Should be all right. Still have a birdie opportunity. Maybe take like an easy par. I think with less wind, you see maybe Marsh throw a roller here, or you see maybe more players inclined to throw a roller. But I think with just how much wind there was just limited opportunity for the roller to actually work.
Yeah, I've never seen this without hazard. It's really interesting.
There's just like nothing to be afraid of down there.
No, go for it. You're ripping. Great spot to be in off your drive with the forehand. Able to go forehand. That's sweet. Oop, a little
Yeah, I
wide.
should have done the other one. Down the other one, but hooked up.
Maybe should have thrown the other one.
It might have hooked up.
I think the second tree that Matty hit here was really beneficial for him and put him in a good spot.
Wow, Axel looking at the hole from a whole different perspective. Good shot.
Yeah, that's really far up there. That's awesome.
Right over it though.
For birdie.
Heck yeah.
Wow, great hit. That's the Marsh we expect to see. Big putts
Marshman.
out of him.
High right.
Tough bogey.
Yeah, come close.
Tough bogey to get. Him and Babb are in a pretty tight race right now, so you know you gotta be keeping up, and if anything, you gotta get a couple of strokes on him somewhere here.
Great drive, great approach, great three for Axel.
For sure.
I thought I remembered you playing like.
And just like that,
Yeah,
in a
half-
close battle with Matthew and John, Axel was able to slip through past. Hole 9. We got par 3, 290 feet. Pretty straight shot. We're going to see some hyzers, some straight shots, some forehands. You see all these different lanes to get down there, and that log kind of protecting some of the lower shots there, but attackable hole.
Yeah, you see some players aim for this left side forehand. There's definitely a gap there. There's that, or just the really, really straight shot. Those are really the two most common plays. Marsh probably going for a buzz down the chute here. I think this is one of his glow buzzes.
Turn and
Yeah, it's so hard to hit that gap, but it's so satisfying when someone actually peers it. John, this might be This might be a roach. Really high.
The height makes me feel like some roach or something, some kind of putter.
Yeah.
Overstable, just nose up.
Yeah, he was going for more of kind of like a little flex on it. Nice little jumper from Marsh.
Not one of the longer holes on the course, but definitely a tricky one with just the lines that and how straight you need to throw that straight shot, and the other two shots are definitely tricky to execute as well. I see a birdie there.
I tried to get it. I couldn't get it out fast enough, and I saw where he was standing.
Do you
I was like,
have the stats on this one? How many birdies are on this hole for the day?
We had 6 birdies. That's a 25% birdie rate on this hole.
Yeah, not many. It's pretty tough get.
Yeah, one of the lower ones for sure throughout the day.
A little cleanup from Axel. We're about halfway through this event now. You figure John Babb's got a 2-stroke lead over Axel and Matt, so really anybody's game. I mean, super close. So much can happen on the back 9 here. So much can happen out at Evergreen. Big swings on every hole, so really exciting. Halfway through the event, already looking great. Hole 10, par 4, 480 feet. There is an OB, that service road on the left over there is going to be OB left. There is going to be a hazard by like those yellow marked trees kind of to the right of your screen. And then the basket's going to be tucked in here. So really the tricky part is the wind off the tee, getting something to push far enough that you can get a straight shot into the green there. You got the forehand for it. That's definitely the best play, but a lot of players will like to kind of throw the straight backhand here as well. Really the key with the forehand is making sure that you throw it far enough that the hazard isn't in play anymore.
I couldn't tell with that one. I love the height and I love the width of that from Axel, though. Super smooth to see. Little cut roll out to the field. Honestly beneficial to setting up that second shot.
Yeah, it's just so windy. Marsh isn't a big forehand player. He's throwing this so hard. Woo!
Not a bad spot to be in looking at the basket. You know, it opens up that gap for sure. These guys are going to be throwing some tighter anhizers and letting the hazard come a little more into play. As we see Marsh just roll into it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so tough with how windy it is and trying to get that turnover in there. I think John put himself in a really sweet position being able to throw basically straight at the basket from over there.
He's still going to be a little right around circle's edge. We'll see him putt that. And these trees just getting people close to the hazard. Axel looks like he found the hazard on the drive, which is luckily should be able to save his 4.
Yeah, he should have a no problem up and down. Yeah, really tough. It's a good spot for the hazard because it makes you really think about this hole. I think without that hazard there, you just have players blasting shots in carelessly, you know. So well placed hazard, good, really difficult, good hole though.
Yeah, I think it definitely hurts you. You know, if it's off the drive, you know, you're par at best. If it's on the second shot, it's a good chance to get it. So I like this hazard. We had
good birdie from Babb.
29% birdie rate on this hole, so a little higher than last one.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah,
good birdie from Babb though, really putting the pressure on the rest of the card.
Moving on. Oh, whoa. Hole 11, the island hole. Par 3, 250 feet. Gotta get it on into this little cement. There's a drop zone that's about 45, 50 feet. So makeable, but definitely far. There's the drop zone there. These logs kind of catch load. It is a certified banger. I need this one.
I think John.
That was almost like
that was cool.
with the body English, he was like jump putting almost. It looked like off the pad, like falling off of it. Very light finesse shot. Great shot, John.
Pretty sure this is a Notion out of Matt. Woo! Good shot. I mean, most players here are just going with a straight to mildly overstable putter.
Awesome.
Absolutely perfect out of Axel.
Perfect.
That was great. Yeah, that log is really well placed because that is the safe landing zone, is where you can land and then kind of skip up to the basket. So that log will it'll rob a lot of players of their birdies and force them to take pars.
We got the third most birdied hole on the course, but a little more teeth than some of the other birdieable holes, where you definitely can see some doubles and singles for sure with that OB and the island.
Yeah, I think a lot of people try to go too aggressive on the putt at times and then end up skipping past the basket into the OB as well. Hole 12, par 4, 535 feet. This hole's a butt kicker, man. Really, really difficult from any tee pad. Doesn't matter if we're playing from the blues, the whites, the reds. This green is really, really difficult to access. A lot of players are going to be throwing, turnovers into the green here. Whether they go high, whether they go low, whether they go inside, outside. I think that's going to be the play, is just trying to get something into the middle and giving yourself an access road up to the basket.
Yeah, I feel like, John's having an amazing round. Any time you're having a good round here, you kind of get to this hole and it's like, all right, you're going to finish with a good round. That is insane. So
you got
much
full flight out of that. You never see full flight on this hole. That was incredible.
That's even a great drive, but yeah, full flight's insane.
Marsh going up top. Missing everything. Unreal. I like the left side of this fairway a lot. I think there's more opportunities over there. I've heard of some players taking this like really weird gap kind of out off the tee, like really like directly out to the right, and then kind of playing like into the road and kind of into the fairway like that. I was curious to see if any of our players on the card today did that, but I saw a couple other players out there doing it. Back to hole 12.
Matthew so far down the fairway.
Going for the hyzer over that bush. That's a good shot. He just hit that little stump there. This is so far from Marsh. Unreal.
And sits perfectly.
Unreal. Must have missed Babb's approach, but good run. Almost.
Nice. I guess Axel got up and down from his. That's awesome to see.
Yeah, really, really good birdie to get.
Great birdie.
Yeah, like I said, really tough just getting through that gap. Really tough accessing the screen from down there.
It's mandatory.
Say you got to get on one knee. It's mandatory.
Woo, let's go. Honorary
Having fun down the stretch.
Hole 12A. New hole on the course. Par 5, 888 feet from the white tee. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a fairway to find and a lot of holes to hit. This is a tougher hole. You're bending a shot off the tee, trying to set up the second shot to try to get you down here.
This has got to play the highest over par throughout any hole throughout the course today, right?
No.
Really? Wow. What's the stats on this hole?
17% birdie rate, 50% par rate, 21% bogey rate, and 13% double. And there's
Wow.
one more that's like slightly worse.
That's honestly pretty surprising. This hole is brutal. A lot of teeth. Yeah, this tee shot's not easy getting this hyzer up into an ideal landing zone. And then once you're in an ideal landing zone, it's kind of a little bit of what do you do from there. So really like this line on a Marsh. If he, I was gonna say if he beats that bush, really, really nice. Yeah, and if you hit an early tree here and get a bad kick, I mean, this hole can get crazy on you really fast.
Over the trees here, trying to set up that next shot.
Should be left side of the fairway.
Seeing a lot of players opt to go over that set of bushes there. Looks like that's where Maddie kind of landed right in.
Right over that one.
Another forehand out. That should put him in a decent little spot in the fairway.
Marsh down there. Yeah. Marsh, man.
That should be really good. Playing the fairway really well in this hole.
Not trying to bite off too much and just set up and not bleed on this hole, this hole's got teeth. Look at everyone else.
It's just so hard. There's so much going on. The lines are really tight, and they're really not like traditional like flip up hyzer lines to get through either. They're not traditional just like turnover lines. Like they're really interesting shapes. It's hard. It is really, really challenging to get down to this basket. Great shot out of Marsh, though.
Yeah, that's like the way to do this hole. Like, you got to have a really good tee shot, and sets up a chance for you to really just chop this hole down. That looks awesome. It looks like he's going to be getting that 4.
When we played this hole for the Cascade Challenge, I had Ulibarri on my card, and we didn't see him for a solid 5-6 minutes while he was out on the left, just like making his way up and down this fairway. It was this, like I said, this hole can just absolutely kick your butt. Honestly, not a bad bogey out of Axel. Great working par out of Matt. Is this for birdie?
Great birdie, Marsh, man.
So impressive.
Yeah, if you want to know how to go do 12A, that's how you do it.
12B here, par 4, 600 feet. I mean, this is another new hole to the course, and another butt kicker for sure. The ideal shot is to kind of get something into the landing zone right about here or so. Maybe wrap this corner if you're feeling a little frisky. But yeah, second shot, getting through this really tight gap with these little trees, these big trees, and then I love the basket position here, utilizing the logs, utilizing some of the wood chips in that. Really, really, really great spot. Marsh going to a buzz off the tee, just looking to kind of get into the landing zone, maybe bend the corner a touch. Should be really, really good. Should be looking straight at the basket.
12A actually might have played as the most over par, but was birdied more than this hole, actually. That's what I was looking at. So it was just...
Okay.
This was the least birdied hole on the course.
How many birdies in this hole for the day?
3.
Wow.
Yeah, so a little more pars than the last hole, so you're 100% right with that being the most over par, probably. But less birdie.
Absolutely perfect shot out of John Babb there. He put that like perfectly in the mouth. Axel just going a little long. Axel might have an opportunity to get up and down from there, but it's going to be difficult. Yeah, look at where John is. Pretty sure he's about 300 away from the basket there.
Wow.
Good shot.
Yeah, just a great, I think that was a putter. Great putter shot out of him. Axel taking the more unconventional left side.
What a shot.
Oh.
Yeah, incredible. Slow
Turned a little
down.
bit, but down there, yeah.
Yeah. Give himself a look. It's a long look, but it's a look.
Yeah. Shot.
Just over the top for Axel.
Those trees really protect the basket very, very well. As if like the gap wasn't hard enough. You know, the green around it definitely adds another layer to the difficulty of this hole.
Good par putt, Axel.
Nice. What a bird.
Yeah, incredible. You said that was one of 3 birdies for the day?
One of 3 birdies for the day.
Do you have the other 2 names?
Yeah,
Handy.
Nate Wallen and Riley Thurman.
Wow. Nice job, guys. Oh, unreal. Working man's par for Marsh. Unfortunate bogey for Matt. John Babb with a 4-stroke lead over the other guys on the card.
Hole 13, par 3, 320 feet. Another basket up on some wooden logs. A lot of players are going to be going for like a long, straight forehand that just finishes right, kind of just starts dumping, or a turnover with a mid-range or a putter that's going to be kind of fighting some trees and getting over there as well. You see John lining up the forehand.
Yeah, John's got a really strong forehand. Not surprised at all to see him going here. Probably going to imagine a Raptor.
Damn.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Great throw. Had to have been flirting with the basket. I think Marsh is throwing a cicada here. Cicada. And just so difficult to do. Hitting that tree, getting that left side kick makes this hole so difficult. Axel, a little early release. Should be in just a fine position though. I think it's gonna be maybe short, right? But should have some kind of look at the basket.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to know if you actually had a good shot until you're down there, but a lot of feel on the, like if you feel your drive was good and you didn't hear too much. That's good up. Running it looked like.
He's sitting about 38 feet. Wow, great hit. That's such a clutch time to do that too. Like, you know, John's out there throwing just dimes all over the place. Like, you got to put pressure on him. You can't let John start to run away with this event. So great putt out of Matt.
Wow. And a way to just, this is, John is playing amazing right now.
Answer right back. That was incredible.
On the knee putt, gotta do it.
I noticed he took the arm sleeve off, and I gotta say, I don't know about that.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Is it back? Okay.
No, he was
right.
thinking about it. He was looking at it, looked down. Oh, he
I'm
put
on
it
arm
back
sleeve
in.
watch now. Come on. Arm sleeve watch. That's all I
Not
can
away.
think about now.
It's in the hand. Maybe just drives only. Maybe it was affecting the putts.
Maybe just forehands only.
Forehand throw-ins only.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, forehand throw-ins only. Hole 14, par 4, 535 feet. This is another really tricky one. The goal is to throw really long. I don't know about a flip up, just a disc that wants to kind of hyzer into maybe about this area, maybe a little further up. Basket's gonna be slightly downhill, just behind this stump. Another well-protected green.
I love this hole. I love the green on this hole.
Arm sleeve on. Good things are about to happen.
Arm sleeve off. Next throw, arm sleeve off, guaranteed.
Maybe it's forehands only for the arm sleeve. There's a science to this. We'll figure it out.
John, we got you.
Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a good kick.
That was a great
Nice
kick.
little, yeah, good little ricochet for Matt. Pretty sure that was him going back to his cloud breaker. Marsh, pretty sure that's a destroyer. Wow.
Love to see Axel just open up here. That looks awesome.
Yeah, great shot. Really utilizing a lot of the airspace.
Oh, did we see a sleeve?
I didn't look that time. This is what can happen out here with some of these holes. If you put yourself in tough positions and then you try to force, it kind of forces you to force some shots. And if those aren't absolutely perfect, they can just get away from you really quickly. Matt, you'd be in a fine spot over there.
Yeah.
Rare tomahawk out of Marsh, man.
Axel down the fairway on this drive.
Great drive, still tricky little turnover into the green. Yeah, that's gonna be edge of circle, 29 feet, 30 feet, something like that maybe.
I thought he was bouncing over that log. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
It looked good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Marsh. Good birdie.
Yeah. Great effort out of Axel.
No.
Ugh, Marsh. Hate to see it, man. I hate to see it. Especially from him, too. He's such a good putter usually. It's really just off day for him. Hard cleanup for the rest of the guys.
Hole 15, par 3, 245 feet. One of the more easier gettable holes. Just a straight shot. The green can be tricky with the downhill. A couple initial gaps to hit, but looking for a disc to just ride straight and fade lightly, caressing the hillside.
I imagine most players will be going putter here. Really straight, neutral putter.
Awesome shot from Axel getting through there. There is the forehand plays, especially for a forehand like John's. It just, that hillside, you get down there quick, but if you're able to hit something, fully putting for birdie, as we see.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to watch out for fading too quick and too early there, but works all the same. Nice little flip up. I think this is an origin from Matt. Great shot. Absolutely perfect. Marsh trying to bounce back from the last hole. Good throw. Leaving himself a little putt that I know he's not going to be super comfortable with, but hopefully this one will get him back on track.
I hit my hand on the.
Hit his hand.
I think he hit his hand.
Good birdie from Marsh. Awesome comeback after the double. You know, you've got to keep your head up. You got to keep pushing, get those strokes back. So I know he's upset, he's frustrated, but good head on him.
Yeah, hopefully that boosts his confidence a little bit, getting into these last couple of holes.
Good bird from Axel. Good bird from Matt.
Yeah, I should have gone with it, or I should have tried to put.
Should have gone with the knee.
Hole 16, par 3, 310 feet. Drone's kind of taking you through the inside route here. Baskets from the tee, baskets tucked to the right. A lot of forehands, a lot of backhand turnovers with a mid or a putter. Imagine Marsh will be going to a buzz. Imagine Babb would be going to a raptor. I'm pretty sure this is Axel with a felon.
Wow.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. This is probably an FD3 out of Maddie as well.
Wow, these are even that's like a great shot. The Axel's shot that was just amazing. Two great forehands there. Oh.
Yeah, that turnover line's so tough. I don't think that was a raptor. That was a nice little kind of hyzer flip up. Great shot from John.
Great shot. Up and down, easy 3 for Marsh from there.
It's a really long jump putt. It's really, really impressive out of him. Great putt from Maddie too, dang.
Not going down without a fight.
Probably about 30 feet or so.
Putting pressure on all these putts for John. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it just takes one or two of those, and I mean, this is a totally different ballgame.
Great drive from Axel here.
Yeah, absolutely pinned it.
Hole 17, par 3, 325 feet. On the white tee position, we are throwing a straight shot, looking to fight either through these trees on the left over the bushes or over this initial bush here in the fairway we see. And then this hillside on the green really can cause a couple rollaways, but not too far. We'll be seeing a lot of putter mid-range shots from these guys.
I really, really like this hole from this tee position. I think is really, really fun. That bush there is the bush you're basically aiming to jump over. Yeah, a lot of mids, a lot of, 7 speeds, like those slow fairway drivers, something that's easy to kind of flip up and get to push. That's a common play. Put yourself, edge of circle, C2 out on the left. Dangerous putt though, yeah, like you said, that green, that hill is can be really fast and really scary.
Contesting that initial bush again. John Babb. Hyzering. Definitely the safer shot. Gonna leave you a putt and still getting down in the green. Great tree.
Yeah, good stop there. Interesting decision for him to make. He's got a couple of strokes, to play with, but it's not, you still got a whole nother round. But you really, at this point, a bogey is super detrimental. I think you have to at least think about, maybe just putting it under that basket and just kind of moving on with your par.
Matt just low.
Maddie on the other hand has to be aggressive and has to run all of these.
It's been working out in a way where Matt's had to go and put pressure on him, which is kind of cool to see. Another putt there up the hill. Good putt to save that.
Yeah.
And Axel's right there too.
Yes, you did. You made it. Marsh, you're so good. You're so good, bud.
Marsh, man.
You don't have to be called Marshman.
Axel cleaning up his par. We got John here to try to do the same.
About 12, 13 feet uphill.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's been fun, Kirby. Another round here in the books. Going up to hole 18. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. You as well, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for doing this with me. Thank you to Fairway Media as well. Appreciate you, Justin Banksy, for having us. Check out Ollie and I every Tuesday on the KO Disc Golf Show on YouTube. Hole 18, 535 foot, par 4. You want to get down the tunnel, get to those bushes that are kind of behind the drone here, and then either get this straight shot up to the basket, or more commonly, you'll see a wide hyzer out on the right side.
I think three's all right, brothers. Three's for everybody. Hey, good round, guys.
Shout out Kip as well.
Good round.
Yeah.
Sir, yeah.
Shout out Kip. That's Axel's dad over there. Good guy. He's always there out there supporting Axel.
Give him a fist bump. Let's go. Catch cam, finishing it up.
So tough to get a disc to fly all the way through
Really
there. It's not.
that looked so good up until that tree. A lot of these shots will, and then this is a common play you see, just going a little long and going to that open space.
That was fun to watch. Nice dodge, Banks.
Hard to get out there. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's not exactly straight.
Not hard, but it's a commitment to the shot.
Yeah, it does kind of turn a little bit, and then you want the disc to kind of fade at the end. So it's like you almost want to put it on Anheuser, but you don't really want it to flex too much. Babb just fighting his way through. I think that's a really nice spot to land.
Axel here going high. He's gonna try to get that swooping in. Looks like it's getting clean. It's getting clean. Yep. That looks like a good
Should be
shot.
just fine. Yeah, good shot. Imagine from here, Marsh is going to try to take that right side.
Here. Yep, trying to get through there.
Great shot from Matt, getting all the way out here. I think that was his CD1 that he got out there with. That's crazy.
Looking for something to dig.
Woo! Thought I was gonna throw in another one.
I was trying to hit the bait.
He was trying to hit the base.
Another one. John Babb finishes it out. That's so amazing to see. Great round from him. Pushing, 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 pushing. Marsh, man. Just short off the cage there, unfortunately. Cash! What a way to end. Keep it within 2 strokes to John Babb. What a battle from these two today. This has been so amazing. Axel here to finish up. Keep it tied. Just a little low. 3 strokes back, nothing Axel can't do over at the Evergreen course. Amazing player. Like I said, we will be going over to the Evergreen course next round. This is the South Sound Classic 2025.
Great round,
Brought
man.
to you by Discs and Dynamic Discs.
It was a pleasure, Axel. Almost called you Alex.
Pleasure. All
No one's
the
ever done
players.
that
Thank
before.
you, Banksy.
Pleasure.
Amazing
Nice to
job.
see ya.
Pleasure.
You're doing a little better, but you know.
Some good moments.
And there's us. Go like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you for round 3. Peace. And there's the rest of the competitors. As we can see, aim high, shoot low. We will see you next round. You just got it.